white envelope. Hair Club has the solution you want. Call now.
Call 1-800-621-0133. That's 1-800-621-0133.
I was looking to meet someone that had something, well, that I connected with. Fun, easy to talk with, and ready to try new things. So I called Quest, and it was a nice surprise to find so many real girls. I felt comfortable just being myself and really getting to know someone. It was instant and easy. I had an incredible time. So call Quest right now and start something new tonight. You might just find what you've been looking for.
Long distance charges may apply. 18 plus first media.
So I'm in the big blind.
Pick up Jack 9.
Playable. The button, he comes in for a small raise.
I call.
See a flop, right?
Flop comes, queen 10-8.
Rainbow.
Check.
Check.
The other guy bids 3 times the pot.
How much?
I smooth call.
Turn comes a 5.
And I check.
He's all in.
I call.
I call. I got the nuts straight.
Versus trip queens.
With over 1.8 million hands dealt at PokerStars every hour, there's so much to talk about.
The river? You don't want to know.
Learn and play for free at PokerStars.net, the world's largest poker site.
Whoa, this Tim's Mocha Ice Cap is like awesomer!
Tim Hortons Original Ice Cap, just $1.89. Or make it a mocha for only 25 cents more. It's awesome, made awesomer.
Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome back. Hey. And now it's Labor Day.
Yeah,
You go. You ready to go? Come on, let's run this damn play. Here we go. Come on. You ready? It's going to be right there. Turn on the lights. Anytime. Go, 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 go. Here now is the replay of Biff going down and going down hard. Let's take a look at this. Oh, pretty ball. There's Biff. Great catch. But we're being told he's okay. He was able to get up, and they're taking him. Who knows where they're taking him? And oh, that's a nasty tumble. And I said, there he goes. Apparently he's all right though. Oh, buddy. And I said to Biff, I said, is that he recently had knee surgery?
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, and I said, is that the knee? And he said, no, it's the other knee.
The other knee.
So there you go. Good for Biff. But by God, what a trooper, what a guy. And known him, how long have we known him? 30 years?
Yes, at least, yes.
And believe me, this is not the first staff member I've injured.
Remember that time you almost killed me?
Oh, yeah, there was a time I almost killed Paul with a baseball.
That's a cute story.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Sometime when we have time.
When we have a little more time.
A lot of laughs. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Here we go. Last night, our first guest led his team to a victory at Super Bowl 44, bringing the city of New Orleans its very first championship from your world champion New Orleans Saints. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl MVP, Drew Brees. Thank you. Welcome to New York City. I know it's always difficult for a man in your situation, your position, especially this game, this championship, to get up here to New York City. So we really appreciate the trouble, Drew. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brad.
And by the way, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but this will be after the swimsuit issue. I believe that's how it works. There you are and your son on the cover of Sports Illustrated. How about that? Now, as I watched the game yesterday, I got angrier and angrier and angrier because my team,
I know you're an Indiana guy.
my team didn't win. And then I saw that image of you and your son, and suddenly I just felt fine about everything because to me, that coalesces, that crystallizes, that explains visually what really it is all about. I mean, congratulations for that moment right there. That's fantastic. Thank you. And I assume your son's name is
Balin.
Balin, and I assume that he's been to ball games before, right?
He has. In fact, he's undefeated.
Good for him. And when we saw you on TV with your son, it looked like you were both just sort of looking around, enjoying the experience. Is that what it was?
That's exactly what it was. Just trying to enjoy the moment. And, I've been dreaming about that for a long time, even before he was born, having the opportunity to win a Super Bowl and stand up on that during the trophy presentation and have him in my arms and just to be able to take it all in. And I'm sitting here telling him the whole time just how much I love him and just telling him, little boy, you just don't even know what you're experiencing right now.
That's exactly what it looked like. And as everybody knows in this situation, the game of football and the game of life is all different when he draws his first breath, isn't it?
Absolutely. It really puts life in perspective.
Yeah, cool. Now let's talk about what? What'd I say? Would you like to go out for a pass? But now, you started your career. You played. Where did you grow up playing ball in Texas? Is that right?
Yes, grew up in Texas,
and you got to play ball in Texas. Boy, if you don't play ball in Texas, there's something wrong, right?
that's what you do.
Yeah. And then you played your college ball at Purdue, West Lafayette, Indiana. That's where I became a big fan.
I know that's where you really wanted to go.
That's right. I went to Ball State. And then you were drafted, was it by the Chargers?
Yes.
And played there for some time?
For 5 years.
Yeah, and how did that situation end?
Well, I had a major right shoulder injury the last game of the 2005 season, and I was going into a year where I did not have a contract, so I became a free agent, and it became apparent early on that San Diego was going to, go a different direction, and that I was now on the free agent market. But unfortunately, there's not too many teams that want a guy with a bum right shoulder.
So it was a bit of a leap of faith on New Orleans' part to offer you a deal, right?
It was, and I really only had two opportunities. It was the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. And, I took visits to both places, had great visits in both places, but I really felt like New Orleans was a calling for myself and my wife, not only to be a part of the rebuilding of an organization, a team, but also a city and a region.
It's fascinating to look back on decisions in anybody's life, really, and know how life would have been different if a different decision had been made. And this turned out, by gosh, to be absolutely the right decision for you, for the team, for the city of New Orleans, for your family. It's just wonderful.
It was a defining moment.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the game. I know nothing about football, but you guys got off to a slow start, or was that all part of the game plan?
We would have loved to just come out and scored a couple touchdowns and then been able to take it easy, but anytime you're playing a team like the Colts, that is not going to be the case. It's going to go down to the wire. And, I think the advantage they had coming into this game was the fact that, hey, they've been there 3 years ago. Right. So I think they knew kind of the emotional roller coaster and how to manage that early on, whereas for us, as much as our head coach, Sean Payton, tried to prepare us for that, having been there himself back in 2000, it's just one of those things that each guy kind of needs to experience on their own in order to get adjusted. And we dropped to a 10-0 deficit, but, we've been in that position many times before.
Many times before, but this is the Super Bowl, and don't you think to yourself, oh, gosh, we're going home maybe early. How do you keep from not dwelling on that 10-point lead?
Well, a big focus for us going into the game was don't ever look at the scoreboard. Yeah. Not only because, it doesn't matter how much we might be down, because we can always come back, and certainly when you're playing against a guy like Peyton Manning in that offense, it doesn't matter how much you're up, they can come back as well.
Well, don't look at the scoreboard. That sounds good, but, sooner or later, somebody's going to tell you who won.
It's something.
How about your buddy, Jeremy Shockey? How about that guy?
How about it?
Now, is he scary to be around? Because even watching him, I get scared. When he played with the Giants, I get scared watching him.
Shock, I think he's widely misunderstood. He's a great teammate. He really is. And there wasn't a guy who wanted to play and play well in that game more so than him. Because as you recall, he missed the Giants' Super Bowl victory because he was injured,
busted his leg.
And then kind of got pushed out of town.
Right.
But he came down to New Orleans to help us win a world championship, and he was a big part of it.
Is the key to this game trying to do something to upset Peyton Manning? Is that all important, or are there other things that would do the job better?
Well, he's pretty important.
Yeah.
think a big philosophy for us on offense was, let's try to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible.
Well, you did that. You absolutely did that. I mean, they're play after play after play. They just shoot him sitting on the bench, getting steamed and steamed and steamed.
Yeah.
Man,
that was the strategy.
Yeah. Now people say, with all due respect to the performance of the team, people are saying, well, it was a coaching mismatch in this particular game that Sean Payton actually outcoached the Colts. Is that how you look at it, or not so much how you?
I think Sean Payton did an unbelievable job in preparing our team for that moment, because we might have had 3 or 4 guys on our team that had ever even sniffed a Super Bowl before. So for a lot of us, this was a new experience, and we had no idea what to expect. Yeah. And Sean made that week just perfect. He allowed us to create a routine and provided a plan and a process for us that just allowed us to go out there and play with a ton of confidence and win that game.
And this guy had been with the Giants, is that right?
Yes, back in 2000 as the offense coordinator.
Yeah, tremendous coach, my God. So this obviously changes how you play the game going forward. This changes how you feel. This changes how the city of New Orleans feels. But here's the great thing about New Orleans. There's going to be a party for your team whether you won or lost. Isn't that great?
Hey, it's one of the things you love about New Orleans. We know how to throw a party. Doggone it. Any excuse to do it. We're doing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we won, and so we can make it even better.
But this is, I mean, it's a boost for any city that wins the Super Bowl, but maybe a boost that lasts a day, a week, 10 days, or maybe even until the next fall. But this, my God, this will mean a huge difference to this city in a long time. What a part of history. Congratulations. That's just great. Now, are you a buddy still with Peyton?
I am. I'm definitely friends with Peyton, and I met him actually during his rookie year with the Colts, and I was a sophomore at Purdue, and there were many times where I had the opportunity to go and watch him play in his first few years in Indianapolis, and actually a time or two where he even kind of called to check up on me to tell me, hey, I saw your game against Ohio State, great job, whatever it might be, and I really appreciated that and respected him for that. As a young quarterback who looked up to a guy like him, and who would have thought 10 years later we'd be playing against each other in the Super Bowl.
He's more than a manicure, right?
I'd say so.
All right, now I'm going out for the pass. Do you mind?
Absolutely.
Don't re-injure your shoulder.
Right.
Don't re-injure your shoulder.
You just kind of tap the toes there before the...
Here, we got an assortment. I'll be right here. Okay. Get the gurney back!
Grab the football.
You ready? Super Bowl MVP. Have a great old season.
Thank you very much.
That boy.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. We'll be right back with Sandra Bullock, everybody.
Closed captioning provided in part by the Glacier Seal Cap from Kokanee, a scientific breakthrough that keeps the freshness of the mountains in every bottle by keeping oxygen out.
This is Matthew Patel. He's come to fight Scott Pilgrim.
Wait, we're fighting over a moment?
Didn't you get my email?
I skimmed it.
And he's rocking a retro look.
What's up with his outfit? Yeah, is he a pirate?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Are you a pirate?
Starts August 13th.
If you haven't got your toothbrush handy, why not try new Extra Professional? It contains dissolving microgranules and gently cleans your teeth in a way you can really feel. New Extra Professional with microgranules cleans your teeth in a way you can really feel.
How do I look?
Maybe we should just take a cab.
It's gonna be fine. I only had a couple.
The medicine gum.
You might have been able to convince yourself that you're fine to drive, but if you finally get pulled over, harsher penalties will begin at .05 and are now the toughest in Canada. Even if you have a couple of drinks and drive, you are drinking and driving.